Hello, TCC family. Glad to be speaking to you today. A couple weeks ago, when two of our staff members, myself and Becky Perry, came down with COVID, we decided to go virtual for 2 weeks of our church services, and we told you we would reevaluate and reassess things after that. Well, I'm happy to tell you that both of us are doing fine and our families are okay. The COVID has been through our households, and short of my not being able to taste or smell anything currently, everything is fine and we're doing well. We told you we would reassess what we were going to do from here for a while, and so we met as a leadership team virtually yesterday and determined that for the next 3 weeks till the end of the year, we are going to stay virtual in our church services. That will also include our Christmas Eve service being a virtual service. So we're going to reassess that the week of December 27th, but in light of all of the things going on in society, the uptick in all of the cases, and just being cautious about taking care of and stewarding the families that God has given us, we've determined again for the next 3 weeks, December 13th, 20th, and 27th, that we are going to go virtual in our church services. So the staff is going to ask for some help and participation in some creative ways, and I just appreciate your willingness if they would call upon you to participate and be helpful in that way. And I know they've got some good and creative things planned just to capture the joy and the awe of this season, remembering that God sent us a Savior in His Son, Jesus Christ, and we get to celebrate that, and I hope it becomes a special time for your family, even as we do some things to try to make it special virtually as well. Now, yesterday was going to be our annual Vision Sunday. We also had elders that were up for votes on that day. Well, that didn't happen. It was virtual, but we weren't able to carry that out, and so we talked and we've prayed through the best way to handle that, and have decided that we're going to put off Vision Sunday actually until Vision Sunday 2021, because who knows what's going to come next and how long it's going to take for society to calm down and things to get back to whatever the new normal is going to be. And so we're going to carry out the vision for 2021 during 2021 as we're able, and we just trust that God will allow the timetable for that to happen, and we'll come back and celebrate the things that have happened during 2021 as part of our Vision Sunday next year. I can tell you there's going to be a heavy emphasis on training and equipping people for discipleship and for leadership and for ministry, and asking us to put our lives into play in various areas throughout kingdom work here at Troy Christian Church. So we will let that play out and give you the heads up as appropriate, and believe that God is going to tap some of you to stretch spiritually this year, and we're excited to see that happen. Now, there was also a vote. All 5 of our elders were up for an election yesterday for this coming year. And what we've determined is best, again, as we've just thought and prayed through things, all 5 of the elders are willing to continue to serve. We think that allowing them to continue to serve for another year is going to help us to continue to function as a church just under healthy leadership in this current crisis situation in our society. All of these men have been previously approved by the congregation through vote to serve. All of them are godly men. There's nothing that would disqualify any of them for serving. And I just appreciate that each one of them has a heart for God and for His kingdom and for serving and leading. And so we're going to ask them to continue to lead us through the craziness that is this COVID situation in our society, even in our church, and trust that God will use them to guide us in His plan for how He wants us to function, and how He wants us to not only function and survive, but how He wants us to learn to thrive as a church, and His kingdom to thrive through us and in us during this crazy time in which we live. So appreciate all of your prayers for us that have had the COVID, for those that continue to come down with it, and we just trust that God is going to grow us through these things. Appreciate Drew's words yesterday and his message, all great reminders to us that that it's all about Jesus and our life with him and what he's doing in us and through us. So continue to commit yourself to God's ways, and we believe he will continue to direct our paths. Have a great week.